Did you know this famous millionaire soccer player stabbed his own cousin and got caught running a massive drug operation at the same time? Yeah, this story gets wild fast. The man's name is Quincy Promes, and when all of this begins, he is 28 years old, living in Amsterdam, and playing professional soccer for Ajax. He is making serious money too, reportedly around the equivalent of $3 million a year. But apparently, that was not enough for him. So on the side, he gets involved in drug trafficking and starts importing cocaine from Brazil into the Netherlands. And this was not some tiny side hustle either. By 2020, he allegedly had 2 shipments in motion that were hidden inside large containers of salt, and altogether the shipment was worth roughly $82 million. So while he is supposed to be a professional athlete, he is also coordinating a major international drug operation. He messages his crew and tells them to pick up the product as soon as it arrives. What he does not know is that Dutch police have been watching him for a long time. They had access to the app he was using to communicate with his associates, so they were reading his messages and learning everything about the shipments, including when they were supposed to arrive. Dutch police then alert Belgian authorities because the cargo was coming in through the port of Antwerp in Belgium, and Belgian police move in and intercept one of the shipments. At that point, the Dutch police could have arrested Quincy right away, but instead they keep monitoring him. They wiretap his phone, listen to his conversations, and build a stronger case against him and everyone around him. So for the moment, Quincy keeps living his double life, making millions in public as a well-known soccer player while allegedly moving drugs in private. Then, later that same year in 2020, he does something even crazier. At a family gathering, Quincy learns that his cousin had stolen jewelry from his aunt, and he gets furious. The argument turns ugly, tempers explode, and Quincy suddenly snaps. He pulls out a knife and stabs his cousin in the knee. The cousin does not die, but he later reports the incident to police, and Quincy is arrested and thrown in jail. After a couple of days, he is released while waiting for trial. But now he starts thinking ahead. If the case goes badly, he could be facing serious prison time, and that would destroy his career and everything he has built. So instead of staying and facing the consequences, he flees the Netherlands and heads to Russia. There, he signs with Spartak Moscow and starts a new chapter as if nothing happened. It was a smart move for him in one sense, because Russia did not have an extradition treaty with the Netherlands, so for a while he was safe from being sent back. He keeps playing soccer and even becomes one of the team's top goal scorers, which makes the whole situation even more unbelievable. But the legal problems do not go away. By 2023, the trial for stabbing his cousin finally begins, and Quincy does not show up because he is still in Russia. The court goes ahead without him and later finds him guilty, sentencing him to 18 months in prison if they can ever arrest him. And that is not even the end of it, because the Dutch government also brings formal drug trafficking charges and sets a court date for that case too. Again, Quincy does not appear, and again the court moves forward without him. This time he is found guilty and sentenced to 6 years in prison. Dutch police then contact Interpol, which issues an international alert, meaning if Quincy leaves Russia, he risks being flagged and arrested. So he stays put and continues his soccer career, even becoming more public and flashy with his lifestyle. He parties, posts on social media, and even starts making music, rapping about crime and violence, which is a bold move for somebody already wanted on serious charges. Then in 2024, his Russian team travels to the United Arab Emirates for a training camp, and Quincy goes with them. That was a risky choice because the UAE does have an extradition treaty with the Netherlands. While he is there, he gets into a hit-and-run incident in Dubai and leaves the scene. Shortly after, police identify him as a suspect and quietly track him. Just as he is about to leave the airport, he is arrested and taken into custody. A few days later, he is released, but only on the condition that he remain in Dubai until his court date. His Russian club eventually terminates his contract, and he is left without a team. Later, he signs a 1-year deal with a club in Dubai and continues living there as if he might still escape everything. But then the Dutch government makes a formal extradition request, and the UAE eventually sends him back to the Netherlands. As of the latest reports, Quincy Promes is back in Dutch custody, serving sentences for the stabbing and drug trafficking cases while his appeals continue.